capable as Dr. Susan Stewart.
I guess that means we'll try. All right, good luck. Go get him.
David.
Oh, listen, but not now, please.
Emily, it's okay. Yes? What do you want?
I just want to mention something, or perhaps remind you of something. Because of the animosity between the two of us, I hope you're not going to take that out on my son-in-law.
Oh, you mean the way you would if the shoe on their foot?
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't care enough about you or your family to commit perjury. When I take that stand, I'm going to tell the truth. Period.
And Holden, there's nothing to worry about.
That guy tells the truth. It'll be a first. Dr. Robert Hughes?
Here. Do you want to come in and watch? You're not going to be a witness. You could watch and give me moral support.
I think maybe I could do more good here.
Dr. Stewart, do you recall in late October that a violent argument occurred between the defendant and Miss Conlon in the free clinic at Memorial Hospital?
I don't remember that it was violent, exactly.
Well, it was serious enough that you and another doctor who was present, that Dr. Hughes, felt the need to intervene, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, we did intervene. Would you tell us about that argument, Dr. Hughes? Well, Miss Conlon was claiming at that time that she was pregnant with Holden's child. He refused to marry her, and she threatened to have an abortion. And that so angered Mr. Snyder that you felt you had to physically restrain him. Is that right? No, I didn't restrain him. I just pulled him aside to cool down. You just said that Miss Conlon claimed she was pregnant. Was she pregnant? No, it was an attempt to get Holden to marry her. Do you know what Mr. Snyder's response was when he heard that?
All I can tell you is that Snyder was mad. I mean, he was really doing some damage to this guy in the alley.
And this beating of the homeless man took place on the same day as the fire, right?
Yeah, in the morning.
Now, what happened later that day in the police station?
Snyder took off after Molly Conlon. It was pretty wild.
In fact, it was so wild that Mr. Snyder's cousin, who was also on the force, had to step in to keep Mr. Snyder from assaulting Miss Conlon. Isn't that correct?
I think Jack was afraid that Snyder was going to hurt her. We all were.
So would you say that Mr. Snyder was out of control? I don't know that I'd go that far. But when Jack Snyder intervened in this confrontation, do you think he was overreacting? No. And if he hadn't stepped in to stop Mr. Snyder, would you have? Yes. So it sounds to me like you agree with Officer Rawson that Mr. Snyder was out of control. Well, when you put it that way,
Thank you.
that does not mean that...
Lieutenant Munson, as you were observing all this going on in the police station, did my client hit Miss Conlon, physically attack her in any way?
No.
Could he have? Did he have the opportunity?
Yes, definitely.
Yet as angry as he was, he managed to maintain control.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Redirect, Mr. Carter. Lieutenant Munson, as an experienced police officer, you've seen the extremes of human behavior, haven't you? Yes. Violent behavior? I see a lot of that. So in your opinion, based on what you saw in the police station just hours before that fire, would you say that Mr. Snyder was capable of violence?
Objection, Your Honor.
Toward Molly Conlon? I'm asking for his opinion as an expert, Your Honor.
No, I'm going to allow it, Mr. Hughes. Witness may answer the question.
Well, things are never that cut and dried. I want your opinion, Detective. I would have to say that under the circumstances, in my opinion, the answer is yes. I think on that day, Holden was capable of violence.